Hi guys, Becki-licious here, and today we are making the beautiful, prestigious red velvet cake. So let's get started on it. Okay, so this red velvet cake, I really only make when I am really celebrating something because this is such an amazing cake. It looks absolutely beautiful. So I want you guys, I hope that you guys will stick around through the whole video and stick around and see the end result because I want you to see how beautiful it is, but I also want you to know what I'm celebrating, okay? So this red velvet cake, I love it to death, but it is a little tiny bit time consuming, so we're gonna go ahead and get started on it. So we have got our flour that we've got to sift in here, and this will take a little bit of time because we got quite a bit of flour, so. But I'm also gonna add in my other stuff. I've got my baking powder, I've got my salt, and I've got, of course, the cocoa powder, which is in essence what a red velvet cake is. All right, our next step is the wet ingredients. So we've got some buttermilk. So we're gonna get this poured in here. Throw that in there. And then we've got our oil. A little bit of white vinegar. And our red food coloring. Now, you do need to make sure it is red food coloring. Usually those little ones you get at the store, they're not really like red. I have to get like the industrial strength red because you want a true red color. I mean, obviously it's red velvet. So we're gonna get this all mixed up and then we will be heading up to our next step. All right, our next step is we've got to cream the butter and the sugar together. So let me get the sugar dumped in here. And we're gonna get this all creamed up. Catch you back in a bit. All right, now we're gonna add our eggs. We gotta add them one at a time, beating well after each time. So catch you back in a few. All right, now we just need to add in the vanilla and get this all mixed up. All right, now it's time to put this all together. So we're gonna add half of this buttermilk mixture in and get it all mixed up together, and then we'll add in some of the flour, okay? So first about half of that. Get this all mixed up. All right, now we're gonna add in about half of the flour mixture. Try to do this delicately. All right, and very last, we're gonna put in a little bit of coffee. Get this all mixed up and we're ready to throw it in the oven. All right, I've got my 8-inch round pans ready. This is going to be a layered cake, obviously. So we're going to get these poured in here, throw them in the oven. All right, my red velvet cake layers are ready to go into the oven. Oven's been preheated, of course, to 350, and both of these are going to go in and cook for probably about 40 to 45 minutes. So I will check back with you in a bit. All right, these red velvet cakes have been in the oven for just over 40 minutes. They smell so good. And they are most definitely done. Look at that. Look at that. I know for a fact they're done. You can tell. All right. Our red velvet cakes are over here on the counter cooling, and we're going to get started on the frosting. So I've already got my cream cheese and my butter in the bowl, and we got to get this mixed up. It's going to take some time, so bear with me. All right. Now for our next two ingredients, we're going to add in our vanilla and some heavy whipping cream. And then we're going to get this all mixed up before we add in our powdered sugar. All right, now it's time to add in our powdered sugar. So we're going to do this 1 cup at a time and get it all mixed up so it doesn't fly all over the kitchen. Cream cheese frosting is all done. I'm going to transfer it to another bowl because whenever I do a layered cake, I like to have plenty of frosting. So I'm actually going to make another batch of frosting because can you ever have too much? All right, our red velvet cakes have cooled down. I cut each one of the layers horizontally, so we've got, because we're going to have multi-layers. So, and I usually wrap them up in saran wrap and I store them in the freezer just to let them firm up a little bit to make it easier. So I've got my first one down, so we're going to get started frosting this one. And like I said, I did make a double batch of frosting because you got to have plenty of frosting. I mean, come on, that's the way it goes. And this frosting is to die for, by the way. I love cream cheese frosting. It's so good. Got our next layer. We're going to get on here and get all the frosting spread around. Right, and here's my last layer. Now I do want to point out, I love to bake. Baking is one of my most favorite things to do. I am not a fancy baker, nor am I a fancy decorator. I have seen so many people on Instagram and stuff that they make these beautiful, beautifully decorated cakes, and I'm so jealous because mine are not. But mine are good. That's what matters, and I'm having fun. All right, this amazing red velvet cake is all frosted. She's pretty, pretty, and I know she's going to be even more amazing once we taste her. So I'm going to get a plate because we're going to cut into this in a few. But before I do that, don't forget to like and subscribe and share with your friends, and click on that link me for some other fun stuff, okay? Isn't she a beauty? Isn't that gorgeous? Now, like I said, I don't usually make this type of a cake, which is 100% from scratch, right down to the frosting. I don't normally do this unless this is, like I said, a celebratory cake. And that's what this is. And look at it. Look at the layers. Look at the cream cheese frosting in between. You know this is to die for. Oh my goodness. Look at that. So I know this was a process for sure. I appreciate you guys hanging with me during this because, like I said, I don't normally do this. This is a little, definitely a little extreme. But this is a celebration cake, and I'm going to cry. I have a really good friend, my best friend Lori. She is a cancer survivor, and every 3 months she gets scans, and guess her scans were clear. Hallelujah. So there you go. That's what I said. Celebration cake. Definitely a celebration. So let's have a bite. Cheers. Thanks again. I can't wait to see you guys next time, okay? Bye.